I'm Tulsa divorce attorney Palmer Johnson. Welcome to my video series where I address frequently asked questions I get about divorces, guardianships, and adoptions. Today's question is, my ex is not paying child support. What can I do? And do I have to allow visitation if they are not paying child support? So these are two separate issues. The short answer to the first part of the question, which is they're not paying child support, what can I do? If they're employed in a regular job where they get a paycheck through an employer on a regular basis, perhaps something as simple as putting an income assignment in place might solve this problem, where the employer is going to deduct the child support directly from their paycheck, pay it to the state, who then will pay it to you. If they're in arrears substantially, then you can file a contempt action, because the failure to pay child support is a violation of a court order, because when the child support order was entered, it was signed by the judge. It became an order of the court, so any violation of that is a contempt of court. And what you would really be seeking there as your relief is a judgment. And this judgment would be enforceable. Perhaps you could garnish a bank account if they had other assets, but more likely than not, what you would get is an additional amount each month on your child support as part of the judgment, depending on their ability to pay. Because although you could potentially put someone in jail for violating a court order, it's a little bit counterintuitive to put someone in jail for not paying something when you would be affecting their ability to work. And really, that's not the goal of the proceeding. It is a potential penalty, and if the other side just flat out doesn't participate in the process, doesn't show up for court, it's possible a judge could issue a bench warrant, which might result in them being held in jail for a short period of time, while a payment plan was arranged on how they were going to pay the child support. The other question is, can I withhold visitation? And the short answer to that is no, you cannot. Those are two very separate issues. A failure to pay child support is not a justifiable reason to withhold visitation, because the child support has to do with money. Visitation has to do with the relationship with the children and what's in their best interest. And short of extenuating circumstances, it's always going to be in the children's best interest to have a relationship with both parents. So I know many people think that if somebody's in arrears on child support, that they do not have to allow visitation. Child support is not a tax that has to be paid before you get visitation. So I always caution people to view those very separately, to not discuss that in front of the children as much as possible and insulate them from that. But know that there are things that can be done, and the right attorney can aggressively seek that back child support for you, get a judgment, and then potentially a multitude of different enforcement mechanisms. If you find yourself being owed child support and would like to schedule a low-cost personal consultation, you can contact me at moms.law. If this video was helpful, please like or share.